Happy Millionaire Monday. Happy Millionaire Monday. Happy Millionaire Monday. We're asking big corporations to help save our oceans by donating to Team Seas. Team Seas. Team Seas. Donating to Team Seas. This week, Team Seas reached their goal of raising $30 million for Ocean Conservancy and ocean cleanup.
We're so grateful that we got to be a part of this journey, but it's not over yet.
Just because the goal has been reached doesn't mean that the work here is done.
So you can still use Tab for Team Seas to help support those fantastic organizations. We'll see you next week.
This week on Tab Tuesday, for the first time since national data has been tracked in the United States, the stigma toward people with depression has dropped significantly.
These findings can help shape the treatment of people with mental illness and have an impact on what anti-stigma programs and policies work well. Oh man, I think I had a friend in stigma back when I was in college.
I really hope you mean Sigma.
That too. Water.org has officially reached over 15 million people in India. Oh, they must have really long arms.
They've been able to provide lasting access to clean, safe water that these families need to survive and thrive.
If you want to help support Water.org in providing water to families around the world, download Tab for a Cause and send your hearts their way.
There's only 2 days left to help us raise money for the Coral Reef Alliance.
So we thought we'd take this Tab Tuesday to tell you about some of the great things that they do.
In just 1 year, Coral Reef Alliance was able to reduce bacteria in coastal waters along West End in Honduras by 95%.
They also kept 20 tons of sediment off of Maui's coral reefs.
Coral Reef Alliance also helps local people and community leaders identify their needs,
and then provide them with the tools and resources that they need to protect their natural environment.
They like to stay engaged with the communities that they serve to make sure that they're helping to the best of their abilities.
How long have they been engaged? Are they just planning on never getting married? We'll be sure to keep you posted on their nuptial plans.
Dr. Sarah Gill has made history as Pakistan's first transgender doctor.
Gill considers her accomplishments not just a success for her, but for the trans community of Pakistan as a whole. In more good news for the LGBTQIA+ community, France has ended its ban on gay and bisexual men donating blood.
This ban began in 1983 during the early years of the AIDS crisis,
and has gone from lifelong to year-long in 2016,
to 4-month-long in 2019,
to being completely eliminated now in 2022. You don't have anything to contribute? Honestly, no. This is all just really exciting news.
Wow. That's a first.
I guess you could say this good news makes me want to say LGBTQIA.
There it is. This Tab Tuesday marks the first day of Black History Month.
And in honor of Black History Month, we're announcing the launch of Tab for Black Equity.
Wait, I thought I was supposed to say it.
No, I was gonna say it.
No, you.
Tab for Black Equity. Tab for Black Equity is a new website from Tab for a Cause.
It allows you to raise money for the Bail Project
and the Thurgood Marshall College Fund
just by surfing the internet.
Sweet, I love surfing.
Not that kind of surfing.
For extra celebration all month long,
every Tab Tuesday, we'll be shouting out a Black TikToker who we think is doing great things on this app.
This week we want to shout out Mr. Campbell.
Mr. Campbell is a Black neurodivergent teacher working to make the classroom more accessible for everyone. This week's good news: a 532-acre redwood forest along the northern coast of California is being returned to indigenous ownership.
This is part of a 30-year conservation plan to protect endangered species like the northern spotted owl. Oh, where was it spotted?
Ideally more frequently in Northern California.
In more conservation news, the humpback whale is making a whaley big comeback.
Thanks to policy changes in multiple countries, we've seen most humpback whales be taken off of the endangered species list.
Please make the puns stop.
You're no pun. This week's creator shout-out goes to Nume Ndolo.
She makes videos here on TikTok that are both extremely funny
and educational. It's time for this week's environmental good news.
During the last week of December, South Australia generated 100% of its power demand from wind and solar.
This is their longest record for using exclusively renewable energy.
That's so cool, I can't help but smile.
Speaking of smiling, clean teeth are important for a healthy smile.
But the tubes the toothpaste comes in aren't always great for a healthy planet.
It's a good thing Colgate is beginning the move to have all of their packaging fully recyclable by 2023.
If every consumer is diligent in recycling their toothpaste tubes,
this could divert almost 80 million tubes from the landfill every year.
Whoa, that sounds almost tooth good to be true.
I'm gonna stop your puns before Alex gets mad.
Thank you.
This week's creator spotlight goes to Dr. Patrice Berry.
She's a psychologist, author, and speaker advocating for mental health.
While TikTok is not a replacement for therapy, her videos definitely help point people in the right direction. Today is the last Tab Tuesday of Black History Month.
But it's not the end of Tab for Black Equity.
Tab for Black Equity is here to stay.
So you can continue to join us in supporting the Bail Project and the Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
We also wanted to take this time to highlight more Black creators here on TikTok.
Because doing one a week wasn't enough. Yeah, that would only be like
4.
We've tagged some of our favorite Black creators here on TikTok in the description, and we've also listed them right here on screen.
Tag some of your favorites down in the comments as well.
The more the merrier.
Thanks for celebrating with us. In this week's environmental good news, San Diego County, California is divesting from fossil fuels.
They voted 4-0 to ban investment in all fossil fuels, including coal,
petroleum,
and natural gas.
Tab for a Cause has also launched Tab for Trees.
Tab for Trees allows you to plant trees just by using the internet. Oh, is it like one of those clicking games but for trees?
Nope. This is real-life trees.
Every time you open a new tab with Tab for Trees, you're raising money for Eden reforestation projects.
You might be able to start writing on tree-free paper.
Columbia Pulp takes discarded wheat straw lying in fields after harvest
and turns it into pulp for paper products.
This gives farmers a new stream of revenue and pushes the paper industry closer to sustainability.
Columbia Pulp's methods use 90% less water than traditional tree pulping.
And also uses the leftover material to create non-toxic agents for fertilizer and de-icing. They do all of this with the stuff that we strain out of our orange juice?
No, this kind of pulp is made from straw.
And you know you can buy orange juice without pulp, right? Seriously? I should be writing this down.
In this week's environmental good news, Cool Streets LA is painting pavement with a light gray reflective coating.
After measuring the first streets to be painted with a thermal camera, they came back as 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than regular streets.
Meaning that it doesn't just make the road cooler, but it makes the whole neighborhood cooler.
The neighborhood can't be that cool if I'm not in it. This is part of LA's Green New Deal,
having 10 cool neighborhood projects by 2025.
This will provide significant positive impact on people's daily lives.
In addition to making the area more habitable,
it also has the potential to lower electricity costs during heat waves. The only waves I like around here are the ones that I can surf on.
In this week's good news, the Solutions Project is working to fight the climate crisis.
Since 2015, they've invested over $28.6 million in grants.
These grants have gone to 283 organizations across 36 states.
Their grant-making philosophy is grounded in justice and equity.
And they provide media training to their grantees as well.
Media training?
Oh, now you're interested in social media?
The Solutions Project specifically supports Black, Indigenous, Latine, AAPI, women, LGBTQIA+, and intergenerational-led organizations. I had to finish the video or else you two were just gonna keep arguing.
Reasonable.